Do you think it'd be different for you if Pivot was and there probably is one, I'm sorry, an enduro team?
We are the enduro team as well as the downhill team.
Okay.
But yeah, some of our sponsors have been like, hey, we might have to give you a cut because we just don't see any ROI in enduro.
Right.
Like
I guess I
sponsors.
just see it as like a downhill team. I don't know why.
We have sponsors calling us up and saying we might need to cut you because you're downhill and enduro and we don't see the enduro doing anything for us.
Interesting.
We'd literally have people telling us that. I've probably had 3 sponsors tell me that.
Yeah.
Like, what's enduro doing?
What do you think?
I think they do a terrible job, the organisers of the enduro, of like, is it promoting it? I want to say promoting or not visualising it, filming it or whatever, or like
covering it.
Coverage. The coverage is dreadful. So I would agree. If you're at the race and you're involved, the racing is unbelievable. It's better every year. It's tighter and tighter. The riders are incredible. The racing is amazing. If you're there, you're on the edge of your seat with your team and everyone there, and it's insane. It's such good racing. It's amazing. If you're at home trying to watch it, it sucks. The website's down half the time on live timing. And it's, I think they need, whether it's to invest more money and they have a runner. I think I mentioned this to you. They have a runner. Like, they film a stage and they have a runner with the SD card and it's going back to an editing studio. And each stage that gets finished, they have this runner going with SD cards or whatever. So 10 minutes after that race is finished and they film the podiums, there is a highlight reel online that someone's been filming all day. And that's just me thinking about that. It doesn't seem that hard to me to do. I know I'm just making that up on the spot, but you have someone running SD cards back all day and a team editing it. You have a good highlights package the minute the race is finished.
You could put them on a drone and just send them straight back.
Mate, send them to, something. But yeah, it is dreadful at the minute. Like, it's a participation sport at the minute.
So it's a difficult sport to cover, and it always has been. But what's changed? So previously, it's still a difficult sport to...
I think they had some good filmers before, and now their filmers aren't as good. Like, I know Seeger and everyone did it before, and they had some great guys. I don't know who does it currently. I think the investment into their filmers or coverage or edit, the investment
of just a lack of investment in
lack of effort,
which is essentially the sport when it comes to it.
Which is the sport. I think it's a lack of care from the organisers. And if you're Warner Brothers Discovery, you are a media company, and if you can't get money out of the media, why would you bother if you're them? Which sucks to say, like, because I love in.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's a conscious decision, whether it's
I think it could be
a table and gone, we got to cut what we're putting in. I don't know anything.
We're
about
a media
any
company.
Of this, by the way,
like X views worth X to us, and this isn't getting this many views, so cut it. I don't know either, but whatever they're doing, I don't think is working, or it looks like a lack from someone that's pretty involved in running a team and putting money. We pay to be there. They don't pay us to be there. We pay to be there compared to a lot of sports, and I feel like
it's just such a snowball effect now, isn't it? As we're watching, like, as soon as that happens at the top level of like, we're not going to invest in, you know, the visual aspect of it, and then teams are like, well, obviously, why we're not going to invest in being there? So
we have
this snowball effect.
Yeah, we have our sponsors telling us, hey, we're seeing no coverage from you guys at Enduro, so we might cut the funding to it.
Yeah,
and you're like, fair enough. If you don't see anything, why would you spend money on it? So
you're trying your hardest, you're getting results, you're doing all you can.
We're doing really good. We're getting more views than anyone. We're winning races, and they're trying to cut budget. But I understand why it's a tough one.
Mate, I wish we had answers.
Yeah, I wish I did too. Yeah,
and it feels like no one does.
No, it feels like no one does. Yeah,
stood on the sidelines.
Do you feel like enduro is something that your team does, but your team is really a downhill team from your perspective? Because I would imagine you're more invested in the changes in downhill World Cup.
Not a lot changes in enduro. I feel like we're a biking team. We just love biking.
Yeah, that's killer. Yeah,
I feel like we're a biking team. Like, we love biking. Like, on our days off, we all go biking together or talk about it. Or like, Morgan obviously came from downhill, but she kills it in enduro. But I'm sure she'd kill it downhill. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we started as downhill. We added enduro with Eddie. That was his main thing to come on board for. His enduro's blowing up, and he was good at that. And he had his piss take videos of enduro. His whole thing was the spirit of enduro. Taking the piss out of it was how he started enduro. But I don't know. Hopefully, because then we might stay alive if it's downhill team. But it's both. We do slalom, downhill, whip off, everything. I guess
mountain bike team for sure.
It's a mountain bike team.
Right, have you got any news on next year's season? I feel like when every time we have you on, we end up talking about it, and you tend to actually have insight into what is going on? Because I haven't heard anything for a little while. It's gone quite cold.
I haven't heard a lot. It's gone quite cold as well. There's probably
Yeah.
some stuff that I can't say that I have heard.
Okay, yeah, well,
But-
yeah.
Most of it, no, we don't hear a lot. Honestly, it would be nice to hear more. If anyone's watching from the big companies, we would like to hear more. That would be good if someone
You've
told
got
us
a
it.
calendar?
We've got a calendar. We've
Ish?
got schedules, I don't think, yet or
Okay.
anything.
There's
So
a
that,
rough-
which makes it tough to book accommodation. You're like, do we leave on a Sunday or do we leave on a Monday?
Yeah.
So,
What an episode. You did really well, though.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Do you know what would finish it off?
But
If you could put some sort of link over my face.
yeah, I can do that. I could put
Is
a
that
video up on Ollie's face of an episode we think you'll love.
Is it on now?
There is a subscribe button here on this chair, and on my face, another video we think you'll love. Thank you. We appreciate you.
There's nothing in the chair now. Subscribe.